Hey guys, Jack Griffin here, and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing Beast Quest Beast Review Series 29, The New Protectors. Before we start, I just want to address I do have a cold, so that's why I may sound a bit stuffy. But yeah, so today we're looking at Series 29, which is a really good series. I'm just going to say this. I think it is a really good series. One of the best of the new era. And yes, and I also need to address some changes. So let's talk about the story so that you guys get some understanding. So the new protectors, of course, them being Rafe, Nolan, Myandra, and Katia, are now appointed the new protectors, right? All of a sudden, Malvo comes and puts Tom into a sleep or slumber, and this can only be reawoken if four ingredients are found. But Malvel has unleashed four beasts from the Netherworld to rampage Tangala. So it's up to the new protectors to go and stop them. Now, yes, you may have just realised the main characters in this series are the new protectors, not Tom. And I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, don't expect to see Tom in the main character section for a few seasons. In fact, literally, even now, the latest seasons, even with series 32, Tom's not the main character. Okay, so basically, yeah, series 28 is the last season as of recent that Tom and Eleanor have been the main characters. And it's established that Beast Quest and Adam Blade are now wanting the new protectors to be the main characters of Beast Quest following on. Now, this is not entirely true. I'm sure Tom and Eleanor will go back into the main character zone soon, hopefully, maybe in the next few seasons or something, especially since something happens in series 31, which I won't talk about until we get to it, obviously, but that might hint at a return. But yeah, it's a fetch quest mission, but I think what really pulls this series up is the beast, and also Malvo's the main villain. And we get to see the new protectors, and we get to see how they actually work. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it, and I'll explain more as we go. But don't forget to go check out Adam Ferns and Lucas Green. They do amazing beast reviews as well as other fun things I think you guys will enjoy. Hopefully you'll enjoy anyway. Also, I'm sure at some point, well, not at some point, because the first two books of Series 32 are out now. Yeah, they are out, but it's only the first two books. But the other two do come out in September, so it basically confirms the release date of when you can expect our reviews on it. And yeah, I'm also in the same boat as them. I'm going to get the first two books of Series 32 and then read them, and then I'm going to wait for the other two to release in September. I believe that's when they release. Yeah, I'm sure. And then get them. So yeah, that's what I really love. You're going to get all of our reviews around the same time, so you can all see our opinions, which is great. But okay, enough rambling, let's get into it. So the first beast, and easily in my opinion the best bear beast we've ever had, is Calderon the Iron Bear. Yeah, there we go. The light's good here. Design for Calderon, I gave an 8 out of 10. It is easily the best bear beast, design-wise, we have ever seen. The armor, the red fur, the horns, the green eyes you can see. Also, just want to show you something. These are the new protectors. They've got their own spot on the back, so they've got rid of Adoro and Malvo, and they've got these four. They're all there. And I'll talk about each new protector. Pardon me. So this one features my favorite one, which I'm gonna do a ranking eventually. But yeah, as of now, my favorite of the new protectors is Rafe. Where was he? Pointed to Eleanor. Rafe. This one. And I think what I do like about him is the fact that he personally was. It does say in Series 28 he was Tom's favorite purely because Rafe is the son of a blacksmith, just like Tom was raised by his uncle who was a blacksmith. So same roots and his hammer as a weapon. And I love how he has an arc, I feel, which I don't think Adam and Lucas agree on, but I think he does have an arc, which we'll see as the series is progress. But anyway, Cowron design 8 out of 10. It's best design for a bear beast we have seen, and it looks so menacing. It has so many details there, just mwah, and the armor. Abilities, I gave an 8. Sharp teeth, sharp claws, very durable. Has a flame aura around him, which I assume can set things alight. And can absorb armor, of course. Can absorb metal, which makes him stronger and makes him bigger. So the more metal he absorbs, the bigger and stronger he becomes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But they are great abilities, I think, makes him a really powerful threat. And the fight I gave a 7. It was a good fight for a starting book. I was actually pleasantly surprised. It involves Rafe's family helping them. It ends a bit predictable. Cowron is a fire beast, so makes sense. You can probably guess. Rafe lures him to a bridge and he falls into a river and disintegrates. I forgot him. And if you were to ask me what they needed off of each beast to cure Tom, don't ask me, I can't remember. And I'm not going to bother looking back through this book. I'm not going to look back through them. So we're just going to roll with they got what they are. And then when I get to my retrospective in the future, I will talk about this. I'll try my best. But yeah, Calderon is one of my favourite starting books, I feel like. And I'm glad this series, I mean, compared to Gorog and Osiron, I think this might be the best starting book. And also, my desk is a mess, so I've got to be careful. There we go. There we go. Total for Calderon, 23 out of 30. Strong starting book. Like I said, is it the best score? Yes, it is. I think it's better than Gorog. It's better than Technos, Gorog, and Osiron, starting book-wise. I think for the new generation, it is one of the best starting books, and I think Calderon proved to be a great starter for a really good series. So I'm glad. Also, each new protector gets someone to help them, an ally. So Rafe, you can probably see had Eleanor. She went with him. Thing is, though, I noticed that Eleanor's boots are purple, even though on most books it just shows Eleanor, and even in on the back shows Eleanor's boots are like brown. So whatever. Now we're moving on to really the only book in this series that I'm not the biggest fan of, and that being Garrox the Coral Giant. Design, I gave a 7. I will admit, it looks really cool, but this is not his actual size. He's a lot bigger. I understand maybe why they had to scale him down so that he can fit. But yeah, Garrox is like a giant. He's massive. So, but I do like, you can see all the coral and the bits, the blue eyes. It does look really cool. A really unique design. And when they announced it and didn't show the when the covers had not been revealed, I really thought they were going to go for a humanoid design. But I really like how it's really unique. like I said, they could have easily gone for a coral man. They could have easily made a more humanoid design. But they went for a more alien-like design, which is really cool. Abilities, I gave a 4. I mean, and the thing is, though, this book is confusing. So, abilities, you'd think Coral may be weak. Coral is actually quite durable. So, Garrox is a durable beast. Tentacles can be used as whips or weapons. And that's it. And the thing is, though, on the blurb and on the description, it says Garrox is poisonous and has a poison. But the thing is, though, in the book, it never says that Garrox has anything to do with poison or any abilities to do with poison. So it's like, it's strange. It's really strange, the fact that you call a beast a poisonous beast, even though there's nothing in the book to suggest that it's got anything to do with poisons. So yeah, kind of a bit strange, if you ask me. The fight, I gave a 3. I'll be honest, I don't like the fight. But the thing is, though, there was 2 fights. The first one was on a boat with some fishermen and Rotu. So Myandra, this one goes with Rotu. And Rotu is, well, I mean, it's good to see Rotu back. We've not seen him since series 25. But I mean, to be honest, and he's not a bad character, but Rotu is just really just there in this book. I kind of wish he'd done more, but I really feel like he's literally just there. Like, Eleanor did some stuff. Rotu, he fights, but that's about it. Like, and then they just talk. I feel like they could have done more with Rotu. But yeah. But the fight, and that was against Garrox's tentacles. Might I remind you, not the actual beast. And then the actual beast came. The final fight took place in a lighthouse, which I thought was cool. But it ends with explosive or fiery barrel falling onto Garrox, basically exploding him. But the thing is, though, the fight with Garrox's tentacles was a better fight than the actual final fight against the whole beast. So you've got a bit of a problem there, Adam Blade. And yeah, that's really how this book ends. Ends with him getting exploded. They get the object that they need to cure Tom. And that's it. This book is just really whatever. Total for Garrox, 14 out of 30. One of the not the second lowest score. One of the lowest scores of all time for a beast. I feel like if they'd made the fight better, for 1, and 2, if they'd given him a poison ability, then I think that would have boosted him up quite a bit. He still would have been the worst, but I still think he could have gone from okay to decent. But no, he's just there. Also, the story wasn't really, I mean, it was just whatever. And you'll know something that, for these first 2, Myandra with Captiva and Garrox has the weakest book of the series, which says something about Myandra. But I do like Myandra's character, though. I do think she is interesting. But yeah. But you'll see some development as the things go on. Well, kind of. Anyway, now we get to the second half of the series, and can I just say, this is when the series goes from being a good series to really good. This is when it gets to it. The third beast we have is Draka, the Winged Serpent. And this is Nolan with... That is not Nolan. This is Nolan with Queen Aurora helping him, which is really interesting. Design, in my opinion, the best design of the series. It gets a 9 out of 10. I love this design. Puck. Being a flying serpent beast with tendrils, multiple wings, the saliva dripping from its mouth, the one big jaw in the middle, Puck, the glowing eyes. You can really see just the massiveness and the scaliness of this beast. Puck. It looks like a dragon and an insect mixed together with a serpent. It looks really darn cool. Abilities, I gave a 7. It can fly. Head can be used as a battering ram. Really durable. Sharp teeth. Tail can be used as a whip. And it can shoot poison from its mouth. Overall, I mean, it's really just average abilities. But for saying that, I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I was not that big of a fan of this beast. And it was because of the design. I wasn't the biggest fan of it at first, but over time I warmed to it and I realised it was actually a really unique design. Same with another a beast in Series 30, which we'll get to. And the fight, I also gave a 7. I think it was a good fight. It ended with a windmill being landing onto Draka, damaging her, and then Nolan. Now, this is really the only bit I'm not the biggest fan of. Puck. I really wanted Nolan to get the final blow on the beast, but it ends with Queen Aurora being the one to get the final blow, which is it caused me to have this thing where, and yes, I see where they're coming from, and it made me realize Nolan wasn't really treated that well in these first 2 seasons. I mean, Series 28, he, unlike the others who got a chance to fight their beast, Nolan was sent away and didn't get to fight Osiron. And in this one, he goes for all the effort. I do like the story of him basically trying to impress his father and his older brothers who have looked down, not been mean. Well, his brothers have kind of been mean, but looked down on him. And I like that story. And by the way, one thing I want to say, these beasts all attack the new protectors is word. Homes. So Nolan, Rafe's village, Myandra's fishing village, and Nolan's village. Mylantis, it's called. But yeah, I just wish Nolan could have been the one to kill it. And I feel like, we go through all this effort and he's not even the one to finish the beast off. It's Aurora. And Aurora was actually really good in this book. I really did like her. But yeah, all that. And to end like that. But I thought the fight was good. Draka put up a really good fight. And yeah, apart from the Aurora killing Draka, I think it ended really well with Nolan getting his father's approval. The total for Draka is 23 out of 30. It has the best design of the series, and even though I gave it 7s for the fight and design, just checking this pen, I do think it is a really good beast. You guys saw it made my top 50 Beast Quest books of all time. This and Calderon and this beast, which I'm going to talk about. But yeah, I just wish Nolan could have gotten more respect. But thankfully, we see that. But now time to get into the final beast of this series, Lucor the Forest Demon. Design, I gave a 7 out of 10. I love the swirls it has on it and the eyes. I just look how creepy this beast looks. I as you know, love my cat beast. I love it. It's a lynx. Never had a lynx before. Great to see it. And with this is, of course, Katia, who is coming close to being my favorite new protector, purely because She's the only one, apart from, well, Series 30, she has literally, like, pretty much the best books of the series. And she has more than Wraith. But I still think Wraith is a bit better. Series 32, I think, will decide that. But more on that later. But a creepy Lynx beast, it looks really cool. Abilities, I gave an 8. I love the abilities this beast has, and in my opinion, has the best ones. To be honest, I do wish I could have given it a 9, but then I realized other beasts, and I'm like, nah, 8 is good. But yeah, abilities, I gave an 8. Really agile, sharp teeth and sharp claws, obviously. Agile, can jump really high, can I believe rebirth the forest as it originally was, but that's because of events that happen, can camouflage, and can shoot lasers out of its eyes that turn people to wood. Basically, a better version of Terra. And a funny thing that we, 3 of us, me, Adam, and Lucas, have realized this, is we think this beast was made specifically for Lucas. Here's why. Katia is Lucas's favorite of the new protectors. It's a Lynx beast, and I have done a ranking video on it. Lucas has his own series called the Lynxy series, which is a series I have not mentioned on the channel since that video. Dowtech he loves. It has really, the beast has qualities that Lucas loves. And we think, is it a coincidence for him? And it's Lucor, like Lucas. Is it a coincidence? We don't know. And me and Adam are sat there hoping, if it is meant for Lucas, if Adam Blade is out there watching, if they can make beasts for us, that would be deeply appreciated. Some people have thought that Draka might be for Adam, but there's really barely any evidence. Voice crack. Barely any evidence to go off of that. So, yeah. But that's really cool. I mean, like I said, could just be a coincidence, but if it isn't, then wow. And of course, Dowtech helped Katia, although he does get taken out by Lucor in like the first half. Turned to wood, not actually dead. We're not having a mark happen. And the fight, I gave an 8. It was a great fight. Lucor put up a good fight, and I really love Katia in this. It's her home. It's the forest where she was born. And this does contradict some things, but Lucor is said to actually be a good beast of Tangala and is guardian of the forest. Which is okay, considering that these beasts are meant to be just never-world beasts. The fact that apparently Lucor is a good beast just contradicts some things, but yeah. And now Malvel, as we know, has been the main villain of this series. And yeah, they free Lucor at the end. It was a really great fight. I really enjoyed it. But the ending, they free Lucor. Malvel's there, planning to stop Katia. But Lucor pounces on Malvel and eats him. So once again, Malvel is dead. He was eaten by Lucor. And that's the end of Malvel, who, ever since he was reintroduced, had series 20, 21, 28, and 29. Do I wish he could have maybe had more series where he was the villain? Yeah. But, yeah. Will they ever bring Malvel back again? To be honest, they probably will. Although, if they do, by then we'll know that they literally are just desperate. and they just want it because it's appeal to fans. They are desperate if they do bring him back. I feel like this should be the last time we see Malville. He already died once. When he was brought back in Series 20, that was a shock to see him. And they mostly succeeded in his comeback. For him to die to another beast, I feel like is a great way to go out. Do I kind of wish Tom had defeated him? Yes, but yeah. I think we all agree, kind of hoping he stays dead. I don't, like I said, if they bringing him back a third time, we're just gonna get bored. Like, we know they're just desperate and they're gonna try and bring him back. If they actually stick with it and he never comes back, and this is the final time we ever get to see him, I think he went out fine. But yeah. And then they get all the objects, get the cure, and they, of course, bring back Tom, which is fine. And the new protectors are hailed throughout the land as heroes. And they all look at each other and they are all happy. The end. That pretty much sums up. But yeah. But in all seriousness, Lucor is a great finale, and I really enjoyed reading this book. It appeared, the fact that literally most of the beasts in this series appeared on my top 50 says how good they are. Lucor, I love it. One of my absolute favourite cat beasts of all time. Might even be my favourite. Beast-wise, yes. Overall, we'll still see. I mean, Trillian is still one of my absolute favourites, so we'll see what happens in the future. But the total for Lucor is 23 out of 30. And yes, you might have seen a pattern. Literally, all the beasts except Garox have the same score, 23 out of 30. But Lucor is a great finale to a great series, and I couldn't ask for a better one. But now it's time for the scores. So, the total for Series 29, the new Protectors, is 83 out of 120. Now, that is a lower score than Series 28. However, I take this over Series 28. Just because the scores are lower, that doesn't mean that I prefer Series 28. Even though I am a defender of Series 28, Series 29 I think is a much better series. Is it better than Series 27? Yes. Is it better than Series 26? Maybe. It's on the same level, I think. I might prefer Series 26 more, purely because I think the story for that was better. But yeah. So once again, like, the boys, I like this series. And for saying it's the first proper new Protectors, hey, I finally said it. First time, anyway. Oh, God. The fact that it's the first new Protectors series, proper one, I think it did good. I think it was a great first series for them. Will they continue to be this good? We'll have to wait and see. But now it's time to, of course, rank them from worst to best. Now, if you've seen my top 50 Beast Quest books, you'll probably already know who's where and where's what. But if you haven't, then you're gonna find out. So, time to rank them from worst to best. Which one is the worst and which one is my favourite of the series? And, I mean, is it really is it obvious? Is it really not obvious who is last place? easily the weakest of the series. It is Garrox, the Coral Giant. It's the only beast that I find okay, whereas the others I love. It feels weird, really, to have these really good beasts in a really good series, and then you have this one beast that just lets it down. Had it been better developed, it would have been much better, but having one of the lowest scores of all time and just not being as good as its others, and having an ability that is said on the description and the blurb, but is not actually mentioned in the book at all, is really off-putting. I feel so. That's why Garrox is easily last place. Now, this actually conflicted me for a while, because when I first read it, I'm going to confess, I was not the biggest fan of series of Second Place. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was as good. And I thought Third Place was actually better. But then looking back and realizing it, I had to be like, okay. I'll give you this. I think that it's better, and I thought, and yeah, I just think this Third Place. Will it be Third Place forever? Who knows? But the Second Place has gone up from when I first read it, and of course this one has gone down. But this and First Place were the ones that I loved ever since I first read it. Third Place being Calderon the Iron Bear. Yeah, this was originally Second Place, but then I thought, and I was like, okay, buddy, you've got to go Third Place. It's the best bear beast we've had. Even me, as a defender of the bear beasts, I'm spitting, the bear beasts in this series, Ursus, Yacarix. Yacarix has been well received, but Ursus, give the guy a break. But yeah, it has the best design for a bear beast, and it really stands out. Like the other two, like Yacarix had a unique design, and Ursus looked menacing. But Calderon is the first bear design that like gets your attention, that stands out, and that's what's so great about this beast. Also, it stars my favorite new protector, Wraith. So, yeah, solid. So, you can probably guess, second place is Draka the Winged Serpent. Like I said, originally this was third, but then I realised it has the best design of the series. It is so unique. Does it have better abilities than Calderon? No. Does it have a better fight though? Yes. And I mean, it stars Nolan. Nolan did have a good arc in this, and I feel like the beast itself, like Draka was a menace. She was someone you don't want to mess with. But yeah, the ending still frustrates me. And to be honest, I think that was what put me off of it. The ending put me off so much. It kind of put me off the book. Also, because when I first read this, for some reason, my brain was in one of those things where I read things really slowly. And I felt that the chapters, like the first chapter was too long. I put the book down, did not read it for about 2 months. Then I was like, okay, everyone's reading it. I have to read it now. I went back and reread it. And I realised, and when my brain was back to normal, and I realised, yeah, it's good. They're not as long. I do feel like modern Beast Quest chapters can be long, but they're not as long, which is good. So yeah, Draka, you've gone up to second place. If I'd have done this about a year ago, it would have been third. But no, it is second. Which, of course, you can probably guess, first place is Lucor, the Forest Demon. I love this beast with all my heart. The abilities are great, and the fight was great. The design is really unique, really creepy, and it has a great ending with Malvo being eaten by Lucor, and Lucor is just amazing. So enough said, honestly. I don't need to say anything else about Lucor. I've said all I need to say. This beast is amazing. It's one of my absolute favourite Beast Quest books, one of my favourite Beast Quest beasts. And I can't wait to see how it does in Battle of the Beast in the future when Adam gets around to including these beasts in the tournaments. I can't wait to see how Lucor does. I assume Lucor might get far. Draka and Calderon, I will probably get far. Lucor, we'll see. I maybe get into round 3. Winning, though, I don't imagine Lucor can win, but I'm sure Lucor will still be able to do well. So, there you go. So, just going to rank the new Protectors quickly, just so you get an idea of what I think about them. Last place is... Now, this is as of these seasons, so this is not the actual ranking I'd rank them. I will get to the actual ranking when I talk about Series 31, but as of Series 29 now, the ranking is Nolan, as worst to best, Nolan, Myandra, Katia, and Rafe. There you go. Hopefully, Nolan can improve, and hopefully Rafe can continue to be great. Katia and maybe Myandra might be able to get a good beast. Will all these questions be answered? Hopefully, they'll all come true, will they? We'll have to wait and see in Series 30. But until then, that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Press that notification bell down below. We're 15 subscribers. We are 5 away from 20. I'd really appreciate it if we can hit 20 subscribers. So please subscribe, and yeah. And yeah, by the way, sorry for not posting. It's been 13 days. I know. This will be uploaded on the 18th, which is tomorrow. It'll be uploaded during the day because I have school, and for some reason YouTube just decides that it's better, or it uploads faster or better in the daytime than it does the nighttime. So I'm going to try and upload it in the morning. So it's going to upload tomorrow in the day, but this was recorded on the 17th. But if you must know, I have had mocks. Like last week, I had mocks all week, so I was exhausted after those days. I also, of course, had my usual clubs I go to after school on several days, and also, which is announcing Daredevil. As you know, Daredevil Born Again has come out. The 4th one's coming out this episode is coming out this Wednesday. And pardon me. Now, I will talk about it, trust me. And you're like, why didn't you talk about it when they debuted? That's because, despite being a Daredevil fan, I've not watched the Netflix Daredevil series, so I'm going ahead and watch that. I'm halfway through season 3, so I've nearly finished it. And then I'm going to watch Born Again, and I will be doing reviews on the episodes. If the past Daredevil season say anything, it will be 13 episodes, so I am still relatively early in the one, so I will be able to talk about them more sooner. Yeah, I will be able to talk about them when they debut, when it happens. And I can't wait. I am loving Daredevil, and yes, I will go straight into Born Again, talking about them, past characters, and then I will be doing reviews on Daredevil itself and the episodes that surround them. So yeah. So please treat the Daredevil content. I don't want it to be, oh, I'm late, so I'm gonna get less attention to my Daredevil Born Again 1 and 2 episode reviews because they came out two weeks ago. Please treat it with respect, and yeah, I am going to be getting to that content. It's going to be, I don't know when that is. As soon as I watch them. Like I said, I'm halfway through season 3. Just got to get through these episodes, and then I'll start watching Daredevil Born Again. I've tried to avoid spoilers, and I know this turned into a ramble, so 41. Oh god, right. And yeah, I've tried to watch them as soon as I can, and I've tried to avoid spoilers. I have received a massive spoiler though, which has put me off a bit, but yeah, whatever. It's my own fault. Well, it's not my fault. I just so happened to watch something, but yeah. But yeah, so, and yeah, it's 41 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. I've just been rambling. But yeah, Daredevil content is going to be coming, and that's all for this time. Just said the outro, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.